Hey guys, and welcome to another game I played on Ptcgo. So this time I'm trying out a deck that's sort of going out of rotation, and here you can see my opponent is a familiar YouTuber. It's actually Pokemon Biffster, or BiffsterPKMN, sorry. I'll put a link to his channel in the description of this video. I'm actually playing Rayquaza Eels, or Ray Eels, or Rayquaza Eels, however you want to call it. My opponent mulligans, but I click OK too quickly to notice what he was actually playing. I start off with 3 Dynamos, which is a pretty good start, and an Ultra Ball. So I'm happy. I just wish I had a supporter. So the coin flip goes to heads, and my opponent reveals a Squirtle. So it's probably a Blastoise variant of some sort. Almost certainly. I don't know why you would play Squirtle and not Blastoise. So he puts down Keldeo, rushes in, and attaches a water energy and a Floatstone. So already I'm a little scared. Both of us can accelerate energy pretty quickly, so it's just going to be a matter of who can do it first and most consistently. So I'm just going to Ultra Ball here. I think getting the Keldeo up right now might be useful, just so I can use that Floatstone. I normally don't play Rayquaza Eelektrik, but since it's going out of rotation, I figured I'd give it a shot and devote a video to it. Since our Eelektrik has been pretty heavy in the metagame, and that's what's leaving the game. Rayquaza will still be around, so you can play Ray Boar, but not Ray Eels. So my opponent attaches a water energy to Keldeo and places another Keldeo down, and it's going to retreat. Here I'm going to play the Eelektrik from my hand and just evolve one of my Dynamos, and I'm going to I'd Skyla for a supporter. I'm debating whether or not to Dynamotor onto something, but I'd just be Dynamotoring onto an Eel or a Dynamo. So I'm just going to Skyla for a Juniper and end my turn. And hope that my opponent does not get a Blastoise, because even without a Blastoise he can start attacking me. And he attaches the third water energy, so now he can hit me for 110, which he does. And I top deck another Juniper, so I'm going to Juniper that Juniper away, and I get an Eelektrik, so I can evolve another Eel on my bench, and I'm going to Ultra Ball away, I think an N maybe, and a catcher. I'm debating to get a Rayquaza, or Rayquaza if you will, to put on my bench and attach that fire energy onto it and start Dynamotoring on those electric energies from the discard pile. And maybe I'll attack this turn. So I'll Dynamotor twice. So without this, I don't know how popular electric type techs will be without a means of energy acceleration. So I'm going to switch into Rayquaza, and I'm just going to Dragon Burst, discarding those 2 electric energies and hitting for 120. And now it's going to be my opponent's turn. He still doesn't have a Blastoise, but he's going to Level Ball, probably for another Squirtle or maybe a War Turtle. Turns out he goes for a Squirtle. He puts it on his bench, and he can hit me again for 110, which he does. I get an electric energy to the hand, so I think I should just play that Juniper and discard it and hope I can... Actually, I'm going to play it onto Rayquaza. And then I'm going to Juniper. I managed to hit 2 more Rayquazas, which is pretty good. And I'm going to Dynamotor onto these new guys twice, get those energies I just discarded back, so I can rush in and retreat. But here I need a fire energy, it looks like. So I'm going to computer search. I don't know if that's what I'm getting, but that's what I should be getting. Hopefully that's what I'll do. And instead I get an Eelektrik. So, oh, I know why. I actually attached an electric energy onto Rayquaza, so I couldn't attach any more energy for the turn. And that was a kind of a misplay. I'm going to attach another Eelektrik from energy from the discard pile, but I can discard with Dragon Burst. I can knock out with Dragon Burst anyway and take the first 2 prizes. So not a fatal flaw there. My opponent promotes Keldeo to the active spot and plays on a Tropical Beach, a card I really want but don't have. and they're going to play Energy Retrieval to get back 2 water energies. And Energy Retrieval is another card that's leaving the format after rotation. And they're just going to Tropical Beach and end their turn. Here, I don't get a fire energy that I needed, but I am going to Chorus, and again I attach for the turn when I shouldn't have. I'm clearly not used to playing this deck, so that means I will only be able to attack for 60, and I'll do that and just end my turn. So yeah, clearly not my favorite deck to play with. So going into my opponent's turn, he finally gets a rare candy, so we're going to see Blastoise hit the field, and he's probably going to have enough energy to start attacking me with, since he did play that Energy Retrieval. And we see a Super Rod. He's going to recover one of those energies and Keldeo, but I don't know what he's waiting on. We see 1 water energy go down, and a 3rd water go down, and a Juniper, where he gets another Keldeo. So I don't know if he plays a Kyurem in this deck or Black Kyurem, which would be a little bit more scary for me, since he can hit me for weakness with his first attack and do a lot of damage. So he's going to rush in and rush back in so he can hit me with this same Keldeo, and he'll be able to do 110 and knock me out, but he's going to start attaching to his benched Keldeo, which will allow him to continue attacking when I get the return knockout, inevitably. I'm just going to promote Keldeo to the active. I finally attached the fire energy onto Rayquaza, as I should have a while ago. And I'm going to, I think, play a supporter. I'm going to go for Chorus. Hopefully I can get another Pokemon on my bench. It doesn't look like I managed to, because I really want to use those Dynamotors. I don't need any more energy on Rayquaza for the time being, since I'd have to discard it anyway. So I'm going to Dragon Burst here for the knockout, but I'm really debating whether or not to catch up that bench Keldeo, and I decide against it and just go for the knockout on the active. My opponent's going to promote the bench Keldeo. I do get a Bouffalant, which will allow me to attack in case he manages to knock out Rayquaza. It's a good alternate attacker against Keldeo, but I'd rather have Mewtwo or Rayquaza on the field, which I also play, to one-shot his Pokemon. So I'm not sure what my opponent's waiting for. They need 1 more energy to attack, but quite a few more to actually take the knockout on Rayquaza. And they have 4 prizes and I have 2. So they're actually going to play a Superior Energy Retrieval, and they're going to discard an Execute, which is quite useful to abuse with this type of deck that uses Superior Energy Retrieval. And they're going to attach 4 water energy, 5 water energy. Will they go for more? I'm just checking my discard. And it looks like they're going to Juniper. So if they hit enough, they will be able to discard. So that's a 6th water energy. Is it? And we see a rare candy. So a backup Blastoise is now in play. And it looks like I'm going to be knocked out for 170. So that was hurtful. I'm going to promote the Keldeo just for free retreat. Bench that Bouffalant. Here I'm just thinning out my hand. And attach a Floatstone. I need a Pokemon that isn't one that I have on the field yet, because I can't one-shot with anything I have, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, but I'm going to check to see what I have in my deck. And I do have a Rayquaza, so if I Ultra Ball for this Rayquaza, I will be able to have the win. All I need to do is attach that Fire Energy, Dynamotor 3 times, and I'll have the win. So here, I will do just that. I'm going to discard 2 ends, get myself that Rayquaza, and put it on my bench. Attach that Fire Energy, and start the Dynamotor process to ensure that knockout. So I'm going to do the first, and it looks like my opponent sees what's coming and just concedes the game. So Once again, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this deck. It's a little bit different since it's going out of format, and I just wanted to show it off. And there's also this new pop-up menu system that I showed in my previous video. Thanks, guys.